Hello, and welcome to Planet Smasher HQ. I have a very large package. Shall we find out what's inside? This is a package from Kromlech. Kromlech and I had been exchanging emails about the possibility of working together. And then, well, SPACE GITS kind of happened, and I emailed them and said, would you be interested in having some Kromlech orcs in the SPACE GITS rulebook? And they were like, of course, hell yeah. So they have sent me a package here. I don't know exactly what is going to be in here. There were a few things that I suggested might be appropriate to paint up and include, but this is basically what I am going to build and paint for the SPACE GITS rulebook. So let's have a dig in and find out what we've got. I can already see some bottles of booze. This is perfect. Oh man, there's all kinds of orky bottles of booze in here. Oh, nice. Okay, here are some fuel cans. They come with really nice textures on them. So these should be super easy to paint up and make look really good. There are loot crates as well. Okay, that's fantastic. So exploding barrels, loot crates, we are good. In fact, I wonder if I can just drop those loot crates instead of the bottle caps. I'll have to have a think about that, because the bottle caps are kind of a cute feature of the system. But these loot crates would also be perfect. They're about the same size as a bottle cap anyway. Awesome. Ooh, nice. Okay, so we've got some terrain, some nice chunky barricades. These look good and sturdy, which is good because dice are going to be flying around all over the place. Yeah, those look like they are going to withstand D6s crashing into them. Very cool. These are extremely nice. You can see I'm getting resin release stuff all over my hand, so I'm going to have to put these in a big old tub of soapy water once I've cleaned them up. Very cool. Right, what else we got in here? I'm looking for the big stuff first. Okay, this is more barrels and stuff. Oh, that's really cool. This is really nice scatter terrain. Orky barrels, bits of gubbins, loot boxes, helmets, little mushroom growing out the side. This stuff is really good. What have I been doing not buying this scatter terrain all my life? This is like, man, I really wish I had this a slightly smaller scale for Gaslands as well. Right. Okay, so we've got some miniatures as well. Let's start digging around. Ooh. Oh, I see. He's holding a beer can and he's frying up a steak and some sausages. These look kind of feral. I can see some feathers, so there must be some kind of, oh, there's some robot arms and stuff there. Ooh, cool. Okay, these look like flyboys. I see a kind of pilot looking guy there with there's a Santa Claus orc in there. All right, I might have to start sorting these out a little bit. Tell you what, I'm going to go through this once for you, and then I'm going to start opening the bags and sorting through. There are some pirate goblins. Yep, I see some Gretchen wearing pirate hats. Ooh, those are some stick bombs and some arms with big guns on them. Not sure, those look kind of like pretty bog standard, so I'm not, they might be for like anyone. These guys are jumping. Okay, yeah, we've got some guys jumping up with some jetpacks, so some kind of jetpack dudes. Okay, lots of arms with different weapons. Man, this is going to take a bit of sorting out. Okay, so we've got a ton of just like regular orky bodies and bits and bobs here. I already have an orc army. It looks like I have a second orc army. Yeah, I'm going to have to be a bit selective with those bits, combine them with some of those. And what have we got here? So those are bodies. These are big torsos with loads of cool designs. This is going to be really fun figuring out how to make groups of like 3 to 5 orcs that have got really unique characters. I'm going to have to look up what some of these are. These look like big brutish knobs. Yeah, maybe these are the feral ones that go with the feral arms. So I think maybe those two go together. Oh man, this is a wonderful care package. I'm just so appreciative of the generosity here. This is going to make making the Space Gits photos just so easy. There's so much to work with here. Yeah, I can see pirate orcs. I can see orcs with headphones, like listening to music. I can see crazy, like sort of pilot helmets, but with robot things sticking out. So that really makes me think of the crazy flyboy guy in Mad Max 2. There's sort of cowboys here. There's some kind of 50s rockers here. Oh man, this is going to be so good. Okay, there is a ton. I think this is my favorite bag so far. These look like some Gretchen. Not sure what kind of style these are. Honestly, they kind of look like Roman gladiators or something. All right, so we've got more Gretchen to go with those guys. We'll figure out how those divide up. Oh yes, okay, perfect. This is the rock band. It's the heavy metal band. So we've got like goth rockers, dudes with guitars. That's going to be perfect. Definitely wanted to include that. It's just so iconic. And then what do we got here? Oh right, this looks like, okay, this is cool. This is a ton of robotic bits. So this is kind of cyborg. There's a lot of legs here, so I reckon these legs and wheels and tracks and stuff are going to go with these bodies. So I think those go together. Oh man, these ones are massive. Okay, these are some dudes with absolutely colossal weapons. So these must be some kind of flash git equivalents. They're wearing flashy coats. They've got really big kind of combi weapons. Yeah, and they have big bases as well. Interesting. I'm going to figure out with the combi weapons, like how much heavy weapons feature in Space Gits, and whether they are very risky. All right, that's the models. There are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are at least 8 distinct styles that I can immediately see. But with those heads, I kind of feel like that gets you another 3 or 4. So one of the things that I'm trying to do here is figure out, well, I've got to have some, I want to have some factions in Space Gits. And so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bunch of fun looking crews from this lot. And every one of those crews that I build is going to be one of the factions. So I'm going to have fun kind of smushing these things together, coming up with what is essentially like a set of urban orc factions that are going to represent the different bits and bits. This is why I love, like, this model, for example, represents like a really, I don't know, like kind of a down home orcs just going about their business kind of a situation, which I think is going to be really important for the sort of feeling of Space Gits. All right, let's see what else we've got here. Guns and fungus, beer mats made out of cork. That's incredible. I mean, what do I do with them? No idea, but they're amazing. There was a special rule in one of the drafts of Space Gits where if you could flip and catch the beer mats, you'd get the ability to trigger a special rule. I should maybe consider bringing that back. Okay, now we've got some. Now we've got some terrain. This is a toilet. This is unmarked. What is this? We have an orc snack bar. Ooh, that's very cool. So that thing is that thing. Now we know what that is. I need to figure out what the rest of the terrain is going to look like. Maybe the rest of the Orc Junk City range, Orkensburg. So this is the thing. I really like where they're going with this. Some of the imagery of Orkenburg, I think, is really kind of inspired what I'm trying to go for here. But this is great stuff. Wow, there is a lot to take in here. Thank you so much to Kromlech for supporting Space Gits in this way. This is everything I could possibly need to make this game look beautiful. Right, I better have a sort through this and figure out what the plan is. Wow, I am just blown away by the generosity of Kromlech. Guys, thank you so much. If you're interested in checking out these ranges in a bit more detail, you can head on over to the Kromlech website. It's not just orcs, they've got a whole range of science fiction miniatures and also a bunch of different terrain, both resin and MDF. If you haven't checked out Space Gits yet, you can watch a how to play video up here. And I just this week released an update to the rules, folding in some of the feedback from you guys and also some of the stuff that I've been playtesting in the background. You can download Space Gits right now by heading on over to my itch page. It'll cost you $5 unless you're a Patreon supporter, in which case it's free, alongside all of the other early access rules that I've put up. To get access to my full catalogue of early access games, and to make sure that I get these guys painted, you can head on over to patreon.com/PlanetSmasherGames and consider dropping a bit of grog in the tank. Alright, until next time, Space Gits!